value the work and the service that our firemen do, and we support them, no? And I'm in favor of this measure, no? The only problem is the funding at this point in time, no? Yun nga, yung timing din, no? And there are many competing interests for fiscal space. Dahil lahat naman to, kailangan ng budget eh. How much does the BFP collect on fire code fees?
Fire code fees.
Ano yung average collection yan, Mr. President?
3.07 billion, Mr. President.
3
annually.
billion. Oh, yung 3 billion na yun, off-budget item yan, no? Does it go to the Treasury or the BFP spends it based on the law?
It goes to the Treasury, Mr. President. And nire-request na lang yan balik ng BFP para doon sa kanilang modernization. Mr.
Correct,
President.
correct. So, basically, ginagastos nila yan, yung fire code fees. Yung
You're correct,
3
Mr.
billion na
President.
yan. Di ba? Okay. Nagagastos ba nila yung buong 3 billion sa isang taon? Dagdag sa budget nila yun eh. Oh, meaning to say, in 2021, how much is the budget for the BFP in the General Appropriations Act
General Appropriations Act is...
for 2021?
For 2021, Mr. President, we total of 26.5 billion, Mr. President.
26.5 billion. At isn't it correct that the 3 billion is on top of the 26.5 billion? Ang tawag doon of budget.
According to the record, Mr. President, is 1 billion lang ang na-exploit ng BFP doon sa kanilang special account
Correct.
from General Fund.
Okay. Bakit kaya? Bakit hindi release yung 3 billion? Bakit 1 billion lang?
According to the Bureau of Fire, Mr. President, is annually, automatic lang daw talagang ina-appropriate sa kanila from the special appropriations special account General Fund is the 1 billion lang, Mr. President.
So minamanage ng DBM. Baka naman mahina yung absorptive capacity nila o di kaya minamanage ng DBM yung pondo. Meaning to say that the DBM is using it for other purposes as well.
We presume, Mr. President, but we leave it to the DBM
Yes.
to explain.
But isn't there an account na may balance sila with the DBM? Don't they have in that fund that you mentioned, how much is the balance there that theoretically they can tap through DBM?
The balance, Mr. President, is for year 2020, as of December 31, 2020, may balance sila na 316 million, Mr. President.
Only?
Yes, Mr. President.
Pero kung
PS, MOA, and capital outlay altogether.
Oo. Under the law, saan ba pwedeng gastusin yung fire code fees?
Modernization, Mr. President.
Okay. So meron ng pondo for modernization, hindi lang sapat. At hindi rin
Yes, Mr. President.
At hindi
Kulang.
at hindi rin nare-release ng DBM.
Maybe, Mr. President, if we can pass this measure into law, mapipilitan siguro yung DBM na i-release lahat yung 3 billion na special account nila for modernization.
Really? No, but that's why I asked this question so that at the appropriate time, we probably can make amendments to the measure because doon tayo pwede mag-umpisa. Yung actual collection ninyo ng BFP ng fire code fees. Na at least we know that's 3 billion a year na hindi nare-release.
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay? And that's why I wanted to find out during this interpolation, how much is the balance? Because the balance cannot just be 300 million.
Ah,
Kasi kung every year yan, may 3 billion ang collection, release 1 billion, may utang pa ang DBM. May fund yan di ba? So
yes, Mr. President.
So kung in the last 10 years hindi na-release yan, di 20 billion na yon. Maybe the BFP can provide us that data so I can make the proper amendments to assist you.
Yes, Mr. President. From year 2020 up to year 2019, meron tayong balance na 3.5 billion.
Only.
Only, Mr. President. Because yung sinabi ko kanina is 1 billion per year is ito mga latest years lang, Mr. President, but yung previous years, mukhang na-utilize nila lahat yung kanilang...
yung 3 billion.
Yes. Hindi naman actually 3 billion, Mr. President. Yung 3 billion ngayon na sinasabi natin is that is projected nila, Mr. President, based on the
yung actual
current year
collection nila. Yung actual collection last year, magkano? Or the 2019, di ba that's collected from all business establishments nationwide?
Yes, Mr. President. For calendar year 2020, yung actual collection nila was 3,147,454,000.
Okay. And kinolekta nila yan from how many establishments?
From 2.4 million establishments, Mr. President.
From 2.4 million establishments. Okay. In 2019, magkano na kolekta nila?
In 2019, they were able to collect only 2 billion, 193 million, Mr. President.
Okay. Bakit ang laki ng increase ng 2020? 50% growth. Ilan yung establishment ng 2019 ang nakolekta nila?
The reason why the big jump from 2019 to 2020 ay nagkakaroon ng revision yung IRR ng fire code, Mr. President. So, nag-increase from 10 to 15% ang increase, Mr. President. Kaya itong lumaki ng bigla.
So, nagtaas sila ng fees?
Nagtaas, Mr. President. Actually, nagtaas.
Nagtaas sila ng fees. Okay. So, I presume dumaan sa NEDA yan. Kasi di basta-basta naman pwede magtaan ng fees di ba?
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay. Now, hindi ba tama na meron, ayon sa batas, may share ang local government dyan sa collection nila?
Yes, Mr. President. Yung binanggit ko ngayon na 3.1 billion for 2020 is that only that's only 80% of the actual collection because 20% goes to the LGU, Mr. President.
Okay. So, yung na-collect nila mas malaki doon. Yung 3 billion na binabanggit mo is only the 80%.
Sa 80%. The 3.147 billion
is the total.
collection lang sa 2020 is 100%, not 80%.
Is 100%.
So
Okay.
mabawasan pa ito na 20% that will go to the local government units.
Okay. And ayon sa batas, based on the law, where does the local government spend the 20%?
Firefighting services, Mr. President.
So bumabalik din sa BFP.
Mr. President, there are LGUs who are very kind enough to give back to their local fire departments yung kanila share. So
not only the 20%, but maybe even in addition to, di ba? Kasi ito batas, they have to spend it for the BFP by law
Yes, Mr. President.
May ibang LGU na dinadagdagan pa siguro, no? Pero hindi pwedeng bawasin. Di ba? So let me move forward, Mr. President. And as I mentioned earlier, is the BFP aware of magkano yung total revenues ng national government noong 2019? Yung total collection ng gobyerno ng 2019 ng mga buwis?